Sunny Lash, Evelyn Light, the late Marcella Markham, J.D. Newhouse, Donald Petrie, Floyd Phelps, Peter Plouvier, Douglas Ray, Peter Rogers, Carew Wallace, Richard Wyatt, and the late Tally, Mrs. William Wyler. Various kinds of practical assistance, personal introductions and important creative suggestions were provided by Pierre Barillet, Barry Burnett, Larry Dalzell, Mitch Douglas, Anne Edwards, Sue Edwards, Louis Falb, Jean Feldman, Stephen Galloway, Stella Hayden, Ruth Ann Henderson, Kay Hutchins, B. Larson, Seth Lerner, Don Moore, Roland Oberlin, Ivy Pamphillon, Dorothy River, Arnold Sundgaard, and Andrew Zeller. The staffs of major archives, libraries, and photographic files, and those who supervise private collections, were unfailingly attentive and helpful during the course of my research, and I owe much for the time and assistance provided by the staff of the British newspaper library, Colindale, Mary Corliss at the Museum of Modern Art's Film Stills Archives, the administrative staff at the Central School of Speech and Drama, Robert Fowler, Stephen Hazel, and Linda Cookson, Enid Foster, librarian at the British Theatre Association, Carolyn Grimaldi and Fred Toomas at the Museum of Television and Radio, New York, the staff of the Tyrone Guthrie Memorial Theatre, Minneapolis, Stephen Pickles at the Institute of Education, University of London, Dr. C.C.G. Rawle, churchwarden and archivist at All Saints, Margaret Street, London, Felix Barker, who opened his important photo collection for me, Alan Rubin at Culver Pictures, the personnel at the Billy Rose Theatre Collection of the New York Public Library at Lincoln Center, Darlene Rubin, photographer, the staff of St. Edward's School, Oxford, the staff at the Research Library of the University of California at Los Angeles, and Rave Whelan at Globe Photos. The place of Shakespeare's art in the life of Laurence Olivier cannot be overstated, of course, and I'm grateful to Professor Gerald M. Pincus of the City University of New York, a leading scholar and an author of important books and monographs on Shakespeare. Dr. Pincus discussed the plays at length, indicated major points for consideration in both Olivier's performances and directing, read large portions of the first draft of my typescript, and made incisive suggestions. The noted surgeon and oncologist, Barry Mann, M.D., answered important medical questions and supplied data relevant to Olivier's major illness. From the first weeks of research, I was constantly given major assistance and endorsement by Laurence Evans, who was Olivier's close friend for 60 years. In addition, they were professionally associated from the time of their work on an early sound film, through the Hollywood years, their collaboration on the film of Henry V, and at the Old Vic during and after World War II. Their professional relationship and personal trust culminated when Laurence Evans eventually became Olivier's agent and trustee. Laurence Evans provided me with incalculably crucial material, submitted to numerous personal interviews and transatlantic telephone inquiries, and facilitated important introductions. He and his wife Mary, whose diaries were indispensable aids in tracing the contours of Olivier's last 20 years, were also attentive and devoted friends to me while I lived in London preparing this book, and I'm grateful for the many memorable occasions I enjoyed their generous hospitality and the warmth of their homes in London and Sussex. Elaine Markson, my agent, is a wise and trusted friend. Her guidance of my career, her abiding affection and leavening humour enrich my life daily in more ways than I can say, and she gives new meaning to the word patience. She and her associates, Jerry Thoma, Lisa Calamaro, Karen Beisch, and Sally Wofford, are ever buoyant and efficient. I'm grateful to be represented by so honourable and intelligent a team. Curtly Thiesmeyer, my attorney, constantly provides the benefits of his prudent counsel and loyal companionship. No writer could be better served, nor could anyone find a more faithful friend. In the New York offices of HarperCollins, Gladys Justin Carr, who is vice president and associate publisher, is an author